You are about to participate in the most ambitious culinary experiment ever imagined.
This competition is going to test everything.
Adapt quickly to anything. I mean anything. The wildest day of your life starts right now.
Series premiere 24 and 24, Last Chef Standing. Sunday night at 8 on Food Network. Stream on Max.
Hello, and welcome to the Great Pop Culture Debate Primer for our episode devoted to the best song of 1994. I'm your host, Eric Resniak, and I'm here to tell you everything that you missed in Part 1, which is available exclusively to our Patreon supporters and covers all the Round 1 decisions that went from a top 32 to a Sweet 16. Part 2 will be available to everyone tomorrow on all podcast platforms. Before we begin, how does this work? We put out a public poll listing every significant musical single from the year 1994. The bulk of these were taken from the Billboard Top 100 Singles Chart for 1994, supplemented with other notable songs released that year. We did not limit to genres. Our listeners picked their favorites. We tallied the votes and added them to a bracket. Then GPCD panelists Gary Jackson, Joel Bodecker, Kate Rakulia, and myself argued about the top 32 songs and insulted each other, all for your amusement. Want to play along at home? You can. Head to greatpopculturedebate.com and find this episode page to download the listener bracket. Fill it out right to the end. Do your picks match up with ours? Let us know by dropping a comment on our website or by yelling at us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, or Mastodon. And with that out of the way, let's review what we covered in round 1. First, it wasn't even close, as 1 seed Shoop by Salt and Peppa dominated 8 seed Closer by 9 Inch Nails, shoving it out of the bracket 3-1. Next, 4 seed Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden sucked up all the votes over 5 seed Don't Turn Around by Ace of Base, but don't let Ace of Base see you crying. There's plenty more of them on the bracket. The panel was evenly split between 6 seed 100% Pure Love by Crystal Waters and 3 seed All I Wanna Do by Sheryl Crow, but ultimately the seeds won out and Sheryl and her Tuesday Night Music Club advanced to round 2. Next, a unanimous decision is 2 seed Stay I Missed You by Lisa Loeb decided that 7 seed Cotton Eye Joe by Rednecks was not part of the fabric of our bracket. The majority of the panel felt that 1 seed Loser by Beck was in fact a winner, meaning that 8 seed Can You Feel the Love Tonight by Elton John felt no love from our bracket. The panel was evenly split between songs about longing, 5 seed I'll Make Love to You by Boyz II Men, and 4 seed Come to My Window by Melissa Etheridge. Ultimately, the panel decided to les out with Etheridge, so the boys kept their clothes off the floor. The majority of the panel ordered the Meatloaf and 5 seed I Do Anything for Love, but Joel wanted to wait for Green Day and 3 seed When I Come Around. Ultimately, we decided that we won't do that, and Meatloaf continued into round 2. Another 3/4 split, this time with the panel preferring 2 seed Only Wanna Be With You by Hootie and the Blowfish, but Gary was holding out for a hero, specifically 7 seed Hero by Mariah Carey. He was unable to sway any votes, so Hootie puffed up its chances and moved into round 2. In another even split, the panel debated 2 popular songs that were holdovers from 1993, 1 seed Linker by Cranberries and 8 seed Again by Janet Jackson. In the end, we took the Cranberries song title literally and let it stay around to round 2. In one of the weirdest matchups in the bracket, the panel was deadlocked over 5 seed Whoomp There It Is by Tag Team and 4 seed Crazy by Aerosmith. Sadly, their votes were not there, and Tag Team was defeated, meaning Aerosmith pushed into round 2. The majority of the panel was cracking up over 3 seed Basket Case by Green Day, but Kate was among the 10,000 maniacs who supported 6 seed Because the Night. In this case, Night fell, and Basket Case moved into round 2. Another 50-50 split, as Gary and Eric preferred 2 seed What a Man by Salt and Peppa and En Vogue, while Kate and Joel got existential with 7 seed What is Love by Hathaway. In the end, What a Man proved to be mighty, mighty good, and it continued into round 2. For more on What is Love, check out our Best 90s Dance Hit episode, already available wherever you listen to podcasts. The majority of the panel wanted to move forward Ace of Base's 1 seed All That She Wants, but Gary was all about the club vibes of Real McCoy's 8 seed Another Night. In the end, this ace stayed out of the hole, and All That She Wants moved into round 2. Thank God, another unanimous decision, as 5 seed Interstate Love Song by Stone Temple Pilots broke the promise of the once ubiquitous 4 seed I Swear by All for One. The majority of the panel wanted to keep sipping on 3 seed Gin and Juice by Snoop Doggy Dogg, but Joel didn't want to let the days go by for 6 seed Glycerine by Bush. But the panel kept its mind on its money and its money on its mind as it moved Snoop Dogg into round 2. Finally, in round one more Ace of Base matchup as 2-seed The Sign was evenly split with 7-seed Mary Jane's Last Dance by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. And it was indeed the last dance for Mary Jane as the panel opened up its eyes to The Sign, which moved into round 2. And that's it. We're down to our Sweet 16, so make sure that you head over to the main feed to find out which hit we ultimately decide is the best song of 1994. Thank you for listening, and if you want to hear the great Part 1 arguments behind these decisions, become a Patreon supporter of our podcast. Otherwise, make sure you're subscribed to the show so you don't miss any of our upcoming episodes, and head to www.greatpopculturedebate.com where you'll find the polls that determine what we debate next and loads of cool bonus content. See you over in the main episode.
Hey guys, time to get in on the action for the biggest moments in basketball with Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projections, place your entry, and win up to 100 times your money. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit of up to $100. Just download the Prize Picks app and use the code GET100. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks for a first deposit match of up to $100. Prize Picks. Pick more. Pick less. It's that easy.